Prof, in terms of the data you transmit to all of these different entities, agencies, you've already started on that trajectory. How exactly do you ensure that as it leaves your pool and the banks and other entities are using them, it is safe through every step of the chain?
First, thank you very much. Let me even brag a little bit there. The NIA has placed on its identity verification platform all the 25 universal banks in this country, all the 250 something rural banks, all 16 fintechs, and hundreds of private entities that are using data from NIA. That has been going on since about January 2022 at least. We've done over 120 million verifications, and there has not been a single hitch or failure. It's a testament to the robust and rigorous system that we have established. Number two, we have been transmitting data to and integrating data with the National Security and the Social Security and National Insurance Trust, the National Health Insurance Authority, the Driver and Vehicle Licensing Authority, Ghana Revenue Authority, and a host of other statutory institutions or bodies. And there's not been a single hitch. There's not been a breach of our security procedures. And as I said in summary, it is because all the technical protections that will ensure that the citizen, the vulnerable citizen, is not rendered even more vulnerable or is not badly done by, are put in place. So, for example, we have a two-factor authentication access control mechanism, a provision where our enrollment officers themselves are required to use their Ghana card to gain access to our own system, so we can track and trace who registered who forever, who entered what data in it. And beyond that, they must also use their fingerprint to gain access to the enrollment application. There are many other things we do at that front end. But at the back end, in terms of data in transit, we ensure that there is first network segmentation. By this, I mean that we encrypt the data both at rest and in motion, at rest and in transit, in order to protect it from unauthorized access or interception. We have also firewalls and intrusion detection and prevention systems or mechanisms. And these mechanisms ensure that there is constant monitoring and filtering of the network traffic that is going on between our registration officers and those other institutions that are consuming it. So if it's any of the statutory bodies that I mentioned, we have rigorous protocols that ensure that there is authentication. And we've implemented authentication mechanisms such as multi-factor factor authentication to verify the identity of users who are accessing the system. So at any given time, we know who has accessed what at time T1. There is also the obvious one, data encryption and logging and monitoring, and then patch management. Patch management refers to a situation where we regularly apply security patches and updates to all system components to protect us against vulnerabilities. So these are among the many mechanisms that are in place at NIA and between us and the institutions with whom to whom we transmit data. And finally, the legal framework. We ensure that we have binding contractual agreements between these entities and ourselves. And before we transmit data, we satisfy ourselves that the recipient institution has the technical competence to receive the data and to protect the data, and to also comply with the laws, the data protection laws of the Republic of Ghana.